Hello students, welcome to Programming with C and C++ online classes. In this today's session, I would like to explain about the concept of predefined functions. Actually, built-in functions concept we have. So in that, some predefined libraries also we have to discuss in this session. So now, let us start our session. Okay. The concept is built-in functions. Already in the previous classes, I have explained about the built-in functions concept. So what is built-in function? Again, one more time, we have to listen here. We have to understood. And the system provided these functions and store it in the library. Which functions? Predefined functions, nothing but built-in functions. Along with C programming language software, some predefined functions also they have given for us. We just simply use that functions. No need to write the logic for that predefined functions. Here I am thoroughly using predefined functions now. Predefined means what? It has already defined it. It has already defined that function definition. We just simply call and use in our programs. So that is the meaning of predefined. So here predefined is also called built-in functions. So that's why according to Usmania University given syllabus, the concept is built-in functions. Built-in functions means already it has developed. We no need to develop these functions again and again. Simply we can use in our programs if you have any requirement in your program, right? So the system provided these functions are stored in the library. So actually they are developed now. They are already developed, these built-in functions. But where these functions available? In the header files. Nothing but that header files stored in the library only. C programming library. C software library contains some different types of header files. So each and every header file contains some different types of predefined, nothing but built-in functions. So as per our requirement, we can simply use them. But if you want to use those functions, first of all, we have to include that predefined functions library, nothing but that header file. We have to include in our currently developing program. So that's why we are using header files. In the header files contain some information about the functions. So that's why if you want to use those functions in our program, compulsory that header file we need to include in our program. So that is the concept of header files. Here, therefore, it is also called library functions. Therefore, these are also called library functions. Example of some predefined, some built-in library functions are what? Scanf function is also one of the built-in function. Printf is also one of the built-in function. Similarly, strcpy, strlwr, strlen, strcat, nothing but there are number of predefined functions we have in our C programming language. Here till now we have understood about the scanf and printf functions. Then what are these functions? strcpy, strlower, strlen, strcat. These are string handling functions. So in the strings concept, we can use these concepts. But these are also predefined functions. You just assume here only. You just assume. Okay. These are also predefined, nothing but built-in functions. We no need to develop this functions logic again and again. So it has already, the function definition is already available in our some header files. Okay. These are str means string here. Cpy means copy. String copy function this one. strlwr means string lower function. strlen means string length function. strcat means string concatenation function. So at this time I don't want to discuss about the string handling functions because of in the strings concept I will explain. Actually, according to Usmania University given syllabus, we have strings concept also. So in that strings class, I will explain about these all functions. But you just understand about this. These all functions. These all are built-in functions, nothing but predefined functions. We no need to develop again and again these functions logic. Simply we can call and use in our current developing program, right? To use these functions, you just need to include the appropriate C header files. So actually, what are the predefined functions we have in our C programming language? So all predefined or built-in functions is integrated into some header files in the library, in the C programming library. So in our current program, if you want to use that predefined functions, so compulsory that functions definition related header file we must need to include in our program. Then only that predefined functions will work in the proper way. Otherwise, the predefined functions definition is not available in our program. So to avail these programs definition purpose, header files we need to include in our current program. Here some of the examples I have given. Actually, C programming language contains number of header files. So here a few important things I have given. So assert.h is also one of the header file. This is program assertion functions. Actually, this header file contains program assertion functions. So at this time we don't have any. I don't want to discuss about this. Briefly. Simply you can understand. This is also one of the header file, and ctype.h is also one of the character type header file. Because of ctype.h header file contains character type functions. In the third one is what? Math.h. Math.h header file contains all mathematical functions. There are number of mathematical functions we have. So those all predefined functions, nothing but built-in functions. They are built in this library only. That functions all are built in this library only, math.h. So if you want to use that math.functions functions, compulsory this math.h header file you need to include in our current developing program. Next one is what? stdio.h. This file is already we are always using in our C programming language. It is a default library. So according to if you use the developer C++ window, actually this stdio.h library whatever the practical programs we are doing in our programs, whatever the practical programs we are doing daily, so in that every program contain this library stdio.h library. Actually this library is some old compilers compulsory we need to write this library name in our programs, but nowadays we are using developer C++ window, developer C++ editor. That C++ editor already contains this stdio.h library. So if you don't want to add this library in our program, then the compiler will automatically place this library. Okay, but one warning it will show in the error page. So you don't bother think about that error. You can ignore that one. But while developing in the real-time projects, compulsory each and everything we have to add in our programs. Nothing but header files also. stdio.h header files also. Because of if you use that header file in our program, you can avoid some compatibility problems. While executing time, you can avoid some compatibility problems. So that's why these header files we must have to include in our programs, right? Next, string.h is also one of the header file. Time.h is also one of the header file. String.h header file contains some string handling functions, string manipulating functions. String is nothing but a group of characters, nothing but a names or any big size strings. So like that, if you want to manipulate that strings in the C programming language, string.h header file we must have to include in our program. And time.h header file is used to if you want to display the date and time from your current system, nothing but, for example, in my laptop I have the date and time now. So this date and time I want to print on the console. How it will print? By using this time.h header file, and also internally this file contains some predefined functions we can use in our programs. Then these functions will work properly to display the time and date in our console. Next, according to our Osmania University syllabus, in the built-in functions, the first functions concept is mathematical functions. These are predefined functions. If you want to calculate, if you want to perform some mathematical operations in a C program, in that time you need to use the math.h header file, math.h header file, and some std lib header file is also contains some mathematical functions. But basically, regularly we are using math.h header file in the real time while developing the C programming to perform some mathematical, to perform some arithmetical operations purpose. So math.h header file contains some arithmetic functions. Here I have given all arithmetic functions almost. So simply you can understand. Here ABS function is there now. So this ABS function is used to, it will return the absolute value. Nothing but if you have any negative values in your program, so while using time that negative value is not required. According to our project, that negative values not required. So in that case, that negative values can change by the positive value by using ABS function. ABS is nothing but absolute value. And here floor function is also there. This function returns the nearest integer. This function is written, the floor function is returns the nearest integer which is less than or equal to the argument passed to the function. Now we can do one practical, then only we can understood about this. Now I am opening one new window in the developer C++. Now I am writing documentation section. So here this is math.h header file functions demo, and in this first I want to define default I want to declare add default library stdio.h, and next one here we want to do some mathematical operations now. So for that I want to include math.h header file also, math.h header file. So here after that wired main function, this is the executable function. Now I am opening one bracket in the main function. Now I am writing printf statement. So here the absolute value is for example, right, ABS absolute value of percentile D. Here ABS math.abs function I am using. So inside ABS function I am passing minus 20 is the value. So now I am printing this one. Now I am saving this file m.c, okay, because of mathematical library now. So that's why the related name I have given, but extension is common to each and every C program. .c is the extension. Now save as type is all files. Now I am compiling this one. It is successfully compiled. Why it is showing error math undeclared. So here I am removing this one. Now I am saving this one. Control F9. Yeah. So directly you can use, because of that header file already we have included now. So again we no need to write here also. Here now the compilation is successful. Now I want to execute this one. So Control F10 I am pressing. So absolute value is 20 now here. Because of here what I have passed negative value minus 20. So the ABS function, nothing but absolute function, it will return the positive value, absolute value, right? And next one is what? Floor value. This function returns the nearest integer which is less than or equal to the argument passed to the function. Now floor value I am using. Now I am copying this line. Again I am pasting this one. Here floor value is so above also is okay. Floor value is floor function you have to use. Floor function. So inside floor function now I am passing 1.4. Okay. Now I am passing. Just understand now what is the output we will get. Just you can understood. Now I am compiling again. Now I am executing again. So here floor value is 0 now. Nothing but here 1.4 I am passing. 1.4. So 1.4 is nothing but which is less than. This function is returns the nearest integer which is less than or equal to the argument passed to the function. Less than or equal. So now here format specifier we are using now. Carefully observe. Here float values we are using, fraction part. So instead of percentile t, we need to mention the percentile f. Now I am saving this one. Again I am compiling. Again I am executing. So the value is what? 1.0. Because of 1.4 I am passing now. So it is reduced. Floor value means it will downgrade. It will downgrade. The value will decrease at the nearest integer. So the 1.4, if you down the 1.4, then the value is becomes 1 because of the next value is what? 1. Fraction part it will remove. So that is the meaning of floor value. Floor function. Sorry. Now round. This function round of function. This function returns the nearest integer value of the float double long double argument passed to this function. If decimal value is from 1.1 to 0.5, it returns the integer value less than the argument. If the decimal value is from 0.6 to 0.9, it returns the integer value floor than argument. Simply you can understand. So below value, below fraction part you have, it can reduce the below value. Above the fraction part you have, then it will reduce the, then it will increase the highest value. Nothing but round value is percentile d round off. Here f I am passing because of here 1.4 I am using now. 1.4. Here up to the definition is what? About the round of function 0.1 to 0.5. It returns the integer value less than argument. 0.6 to 0.9. It returns the integer value of greater than. Understood? Now I am here 4 na nothing but up to 1 in between 0.1 to 0.5 na. So now I am compiling. Now I am executing. It will round up the value, one value. So if I have the 1.6, then it will increase the value up to 2. Now I am compiling again. Now I am executing. So the value becomes what? Round value. It can round up the greater than purpose. Because of here I passed the point after 5. So after point I passed the 6 value. 6 to 9 it will greater than. But for 1 to 4, 1 to 5 it will less than. It will do the less than operation to round up the value. Next one is what? Ceil. This function returns the nearest integer value which is greater than or equal to the argument passed. Floor means upstairs, floor means down na, but ceil value up. It can do the ceiling value. Okay, ceiling means it will upgrade. Because of floor value means it can downgrade, ceil value means it can upgrade. So now I have passed 1.4 is the value. So the value becomes 2, it will show. Carefully observe. Control F9, Control F10. Ceil value is what? 2 na. It can be, round up na. So that is the, it will high grade. right? Right. Now next one is what? Sine, cos. So all are will work like that. Okay, all functions will work like that. If you want to use the sine of function, this function is used to calculate the sine value. Cos means this function is used to calculate the cosine value. Cos h means this function is used to calculate the hyperbolic cosine. Right? These are all are mathematical functions. Mathematical functions. Square root is also same. Square root is also same. Now I am pasting this one, sorry, copying this one, and now I am pasting here square root value, sqrt value, okay, of here sqrt. Here now I am passing 4 is the value. Now for the 4 purpose, square root, what is the value it will get? Now you can see in the output. So the square root value is 4. I mean 0. 4 square root value is 0. So if I pass 2, square root value, it is garbage value, it is showing by percentile d. Square root function is same na, sqrt, same, sqrt. Yeah, I mean for the 2 purpose square root 0 na. Wait. Here 10 I am passing, 10.0. Here fraction part is also f, okay, format specifier. Now I am compiling, now I am executing. Yeah, 3.16 it is the right answer for the square root, because of we are passing the 10 value, right? So like that. If you want to calculate the power also, simply you can calculate by using same way. So all functions you can use like that if you have any requirement in the real time project. So here power value, now I am calculating power, POW. Here for the power purpose, how many values we want to pass? 2 values I think, right? Power value 2 comma 2. The first value is base value and second value is square value, I mean up value. Here 2 to the power of 2 square, this one, okay, or 2 3, okay, 2 cube, this one. This is one is the base value and 3 is the power value. Now I am compiling this one, now I am executing. So 2 to the power of 3 means 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So the output it is showing same now. So like that the mathematical functions we can use. This is also predefined mathematical functions. Now mathematical functions completed. And next one is what? So here character functions we have. All the character functions are declared in the ctype.h header file. ctype.h header file. So here is alpha, is digit, is all num, is alpha method, is alpha function is used to check whether the character is alphabetic or not. Is digit function is used to checks whether the character is digit or not. Is all num function is used to checks whether the character is alphanumeric or not. Alphanumeric or not. Actually in the C programming language, if you use these functions, it will return either 0 or 1. Why? Is alpha means we are asking the question to the compiler. So if you pass any character that is alphabetic or not, if it is alphabetic, then it will return true. So in the form of return, in the form of true value, it will return 1 only. Because of in the C programming language, 1 is equal to true, 0 is equal to false. So if you use the is alpha function, in the programming language, if you entered character is alphabetic, then it will return one value, nothing but it is true. If it is written false, if it is written 0, then it will false. Okay, so like that. Here any function we have is, any function start with is, that means it is asking the questions to the compiler. Is alpha, is it alphabetic or not? Is it digit or not? Is it space or not? So like that we can use. Is lower, here two lower, two upper is there now. These two functions are used to convert the uppercase to lowercase letters, lowercase to uppercase letters, right? Now I am opening one more developer window, and this is character functions. Character functions demo. Here hash include stdio.h. Now void main, open bracket and closing bracket. Carefully observe. Now the concept is what? Character functions now. So if you want to use the character functions in your C program, first we must have to include ctype.h header file. ctype.header file, because of that character function is available in this library only, right? Printf. Now is alpha. Is alpha for k. Okay, k is the character I am passing. Here percentile d. Why percentile d? Because of true or false returning digits na 1 0. So if you want to show that 1 0 in the console window, percentile d format specifier we have to use, because of those two are integers, those two are numbers na. So if the digits purpose, we can use the percentile d format specifier. Is alpha of k character I am passing. So now I am asking the question like here, by using this character function. If the function is first, it will check is it character or not, which is the value we have passed inside the brackets. Okay, so if it is a character, then it will return 0. So that it will return 1, nothing but true na. So that one value will assign here. Is alpha of k equal to 1 means it is true value, nothing but it is alphabet. Now character.c, character1.c. okay, save as type is all files. Now I am compiling. Why it is showing error? K undeclared. Okay, here in between quotes we have to use. Just wait. Yeah, now F10. So is alpha of k equal to 1 na? Nothing but it is a alphabetic. So that's why 1 it is written. It is 1 means it is a true. So like that we can understand. And next one is what? Is digit. Is digit function. So now I want to check is digit function. Same function I am copying and pasting down. Now is digit. So inside also k letter same I am passing, because of it is not a digit. So compulsory this function should need to return 0 value. Am I correct or not? 0 value is digit. So if it will return 0, then it becomes false. Now I am compiling. Now I am executing. Yeah, 0 value it is returning now. So that is the meaning of questioning. We are asking the questions to the compiler here by using these character functions. If you have any, if any function starts with is, then that is a question format function, question related function. Now is space is all num means whether it is checked alphanumeric or not. Sometimes some alphanumeric characters also we have now. For example, if you have the k value, you have the k letter, that is alphanumeric. Why? Now in the keyboard it is showing k letter, but behind what it is internally converting, it is a ANSI character. ANSI value, it can convert into a ANSI character, nothing but K is also internally we have one number. So that's why it is called alphanumeric, right? So is lower, is upper, is digit, is control, is print, is function. Here all functions are same thing related. You can check here and you can use in the program, right? Here two lower, two upper case functions is there now. These two are different here. Now again I am pasting one more time here the print function is two lower because of here I am passing capital letter two lower of here I am passing capital letter. Now this two lower function will convert this capital letter to lowercase letter. So that's why for the conversion purpose we are using the lowercase letters. Here carefully observe the k value it is converted now. So like that we can use the two lower and two upper letters, two upper functions. So these all are character related functions, right? Now you have understood now how to use the character functions. Compulsory C type.h function header file you must need to include in our C programming language. So like that character functions are also over. And now one more option is there, date functions. So this is also you can see right now in this session. After that we can close. Okay, date function. The third concept is date function in the built-in functions concept. So time functions in the C are used to interact with the system time and date. For example, if you want to print our system, if you want to print here, this is my laptop now. Now I am explaining in the laptop. In my laptop, at bottom right corner, I have date and time. It is showing now. The laptop is showing date and time. So now I want to print on the console this date and time. Now I want to print this date and time on the command prompt. So for that purpose we can use the date functions. So actually these date functions we can use in the time.h header file. Time.h header file. Time.h header file contains date and time related functions. Okay, so these are the functions: set date, get date, clock, time, diff time, str, f time, mk time, local time, gm time, c time, assertion time. So these all are date related date and time related functions. So now I want to show one example for you, then only you can understand how to use the time function, how to use the functions from the library, time library. So because of time.h library contains date and time functions. So simply here now I have given one example. Again also now I am now I am explaining the developer C++ window in the practical way. Here time and date functions demo. So here header file hash include stdio.h hash include time.h, right? Now wired main. Now I want to print my laptop date in the console. So how it will print? First we need to create the object of time space t. Time space t. Actually time underscore t, this one. Time underscore t. So for this I want to create one more variable. This definition is available in this library only. So that's why that related object I have created. This t means it is the reference of this time underscore t, right? So instead of using the time underscore t, always we can use the t only. So that is the meaning of that one, right? That is the meaning of that one. And now I am calling one time function. Time and t is the function. Time and t function. Now I want to print the local time. So print f printf of here the system time and date is percentile s. We need to configure here because of the date and time value will represent on the console in the form of string format. So that's why percentile, for the string purpose, this format specifier we are using here. So now it is in the time.h in the time.h header file contains ctime option is there na? Ctime function. So that ctime function we can use. That ctime function we can use. Now ctime of and t, you can pass that one. Now I am saving this one. Now I am saving this one. T.c. Okay, save as type is all files. Now I am compiling and now I am executing. So carefully observe in the output in the console window, the system time and date is Saturday, July 3 is the date. Saturday, July 3 is the date. 2021 is the year. Okay. Here it is showing day name and month name, date, year also. But in between 23, 28, 47 is there na? This is 24 hours time it is showing. Okay. C means current time. Here which function we have used at C time na? This means current time. Nothing but in the current time what I have? This one. So this is it is showing in the 24 hours format. Right? 24 hours format. So get date also you can use, no problem. Okay. You have to practice by yourself. Then only you can get an awareness how to use the time functions. So actually date functions also included in the time.h header file. So that's why here I have included time.h header file. But in the olden days, the date functions has separated and integrated into some other header file that is called dos.h, dos.h. But nowadays most of the editor softwares that dos.h is not supporting. So developer C++ window is also one of the modern editor na. So in this the dos.h header file not supporting. Why? This is completely Linux related editor, Linux related compiler. Behind internal it is using GCC compiler. GCC is nothing but it completely related to Linux software, Linux OS. But nowadays only all C programming language compilers are coming with this GCC only. Linux syntax it has came. I mean Linux related GCC compilers are using always. But if you want to check that old file also, that is deprecated, nothing but that has deleted in the current versions, current editors. So that's why this is also very important to know about this time.h header file. Okay. Now all built-in functions are completed in this session, and in the next class I would like to explain about the user-defined functions. How to create the user-defined function. I mean how what is the need of that user-defined function. That simply introduction part we have. So in the next class I will explain about that. Okay. Now I am closing this session. Thank you very much.